Now, I have not spoken publicly during our investigation. I'm speaking out today because our investigation is complete.
As special counsel, Mueller's been a ghost, haunting the White House, revealing to the public only in writing, fact by fact, Russia's effort to help Donald Trump become president, the alleged crimes of 6 Trump associates, and fact by fact, Trump's apparent efforts to obstruct and derail the investigation. Ellen Morrow shows us what we saw and heard today when Mueller finally spoke before cameras, a stone-faced prosecutor demanding the facts speak for themselves in a Washington where they are deeply political.
Good morning, everyone.
2 years of public silence broken today by a special counsel who did not clear the president.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
Robert Mueller's report detailed possible obstruction of justice by President Trump, but Mueller said prosecuting him was not possible, citing an Office of Legal Counsel, or OLC, policy.
A president cannot be charged with a federal crime while he is in office. Charging the president with a crime was therefore not an option we could consider.
The Department of Justice will also make...
It's the same rule Mueller's boss, Attorney General William Barr, previously downplayed when asked about the special counsel's thinking.
He was not saying that but for the OLC opinion, he would have found a crime. He made it clear that he had not made the determination that there was a crime.
Barr has essentially declared the president in the clear. Mueller has refused to make a call either way. Today, he put the onus on Congress.
The Constitution requires a process other than the criminal justice system to formally accuse a sitting president of wrongdoing.
That process is impeachment, and the push is getting stronger.
Bob Mueller was essentially referring impeachment to the United States Congress.
A slew of other top Democrats tweeted the same message, but their Capitol Hill leaders remain hesitant. Nancy Pelosi says impeachment may be later, ongoing investigations now.
Many constituents want to impeach the president, but we want to do what is right and what gets results.
What risks being forgotten is the reason the Mueller probe began in the first place, the Russian attack on U.S. democracy in 2016. Mueller said that interference deserves the attention of every American. There's now another presidential election on the horizon. Ellen Morrow, CBC News, Washington.
And Keith is with us now to walk through, I guess, the meaning of this. Keith, after being silent for 2 years, why would Mueller come out now?
Well, the ostensible reason was to announce that he's closing down the office of the special counsel and going back to his private life. But it doesn't take 9 minutes to do that. So it's clear he wanted to tell the American people what they should think of when they think about his work. And that was essentially 3 things. 1, Russia did try to interfere in the 2016 election. It was a serious thing and not a hoax, as the president has said. And the investigation into all of it wasn't a witch hunt. 2, there was substantial evidence the president might have obstructed justice, but Mueller didn't consider prosecuting him because that's the constitutional responsibility of the Congress. In other words, impeachment. And 3, the evidence Congress needs when considering impeachment is in his report. As he said, it speaks for itself. It is his testimony.
So if he's pointing the finger towards Congress to make some sort of move, what would be holding them back at this stage?
Well, it's difficult for Democrats because even if they impeach Trump, they probably won't force him from office because he'd be tried and acquitted in the Republican-controlled Senate. Some Democrats believe that's both wasted effort and a wrenching thing to put the country through that could cost them at the polls in 2020. But what Mueller did today gives support to those other Democrats who believe that impeachment is simply the right thing to do when a president behaves as Trump has, and that the politics shouldn't matter. And those are the horns of their dilemma.
What a dilemma it is. Thank you, Keith Bogue. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
In the history of special counsels, Mueller stands out. With 37 indictments in just 2 years, no one in his position has ever indicted so many and detailed so much while saying so little.
Any blanket claim of privilege to withhold this evidence from the grand jury is without legal foundation.
Special counsels used to be more public, explaining their moves, part of their job to find and outline impeachable conduct.
The Iran-Contra cover-up has continued for more than 6 years.
The facts will come out, and the truth will come out eventually.
Heck, Ken Starr, during his investigation of Bill Clinton, even gave impromptu press conferences from his driveway. But the law around special counsels has since been tightened. Now they're restricted purely to investigating crimes. And given Mueller believes a U.S. president can't be charged with crimes either, he seems to feel there's not much room to say anything.
We chose those words carefully, and the work speaks for itself.
Filling that near silence,
the witch hunt, as I call it, should never have taken place.
Donald Trump freely spinning Mueller's work his way.